This case really deals with human trafficking, young women who are forced into prostitution, whose organs are harvested, all kinds of horrible things. It's somewhatly based in fact, and it was an opportunity to tell a story that could feasibly happen in all three cities. So it begins in Miami.
Jimmy, you work for this Vegas, don't you?
Moves to New York and finishes up in Vegas. My character, Ray Langston, is moving through all three of these stories. I'm really excited about it just because I've known David Caruso and Gary Sinise for a long time. And although David and I had a chance to work together almost 20 years ago, Gary and I haven't. So I'm calling it the Triple Crown.
Too early to start on your memoirs, Dr. Ray. Jimmy, your DNA is on her bones.
You cut her up like a piece of livestock, and you worked up a sweat while you did it.
I was in Las Vegas minding my business when we got a call from the people, the good folks in Miami, who have hit a wall with a case.
Who dumped these bodies?
And how many more of them are out there?
We have a little history here. You know, I have a photograph of the two of us from 1987.
I have the same photograph.
2 years
in
before.
That club?
Yes, 2 years before.
Where I have on the suit and you have on the Gold's gym t-shirt?
Yeah.
Let me look at this.
You blow it on my great ad lib?
So sorry. Quietly.
Everybody else has. That was a perfect.
That was a really good
Laurence
Fishburne, actually.
Yes. Sexy, sexy. Look at this. Whoa. Whoa. It doesn't end here in Miami, does it? No.
Today we were at the helipad on 30th Street. We're here at Battery Park. This is really one of the most beautiful locations in the city, though. I mean, let's go get this guy back.
Interacting with all three shows is something that's never been done. We've crossed over with CSI Miami, but we never worked with the CSI Vegas show. It'll be a pretty interesting crossover week for CSI.
Finding Madeline Briggs hasn't gotten any easier.
I'm very excited. I think he's phenomenal and such an incredible addition to this franchise. So I'm looking forward to having a couple of scenes with him this particular episode that we're doing.
It's the third and final act of this whole human trafficking story.
By the time Ray Langston gets back here, he's been looking for this one girl in particular named Madeline Briggs, and it's really not looking good. I'm sort of trying to follow the logic of these cases as they take me from one city to another and make sure that when Langston arrives back here at the crime lab in Vegas, that everything that we've done makes sense.
Any story, I think, that involves young, lost women, their souls being lost, are ultimately very tragic.
I have learned a lot, Laurence Fishburne as the actor, about the history of these television shows, about my place within this family working within the structure of CSI. And I think the audience will be able to connect with Dr. Ray in a much more meaningful way at the conclusion of all of this than perhaps they've been able to since my character arrived on the show.